I'm gonna start by making the cover, which I just put summer reading in bubble letters in the center and then put some summer themed pictures around. I wanted to make a physical TBR page which just has the covers of all the books on my physical TBR. To do this, I got all the covers of the books and then put them into a Canva project. And I'm also making mini books, so I also put those in the Canva project to print out. Here I'm making the first page of my journal, which is just 2024 with some leaf and summary pictures around. This is the physical TBR page I was talking about earlier. On this page, I just cut out the covers and then glued them on. I have One in Rome, Check and Mate, Door in the Dark, Percy Jackson, Powerless, Red Queen, Glass Sword, Where the Red Fern Grows, and The Summer of Broken Rules. One in Rome I actually don't have the physical copy of, so I'm not sure why I put it on here. This next page is bookshelves full of empty books, and every time I read a book, I'll color in one book and write the title of the book. I also put some summary pictures and then a beach-themed window seat. On this next page, I have reading goals and a book counter where I'll color in a square every time I read a book. On this page, I have monthly statistics for June, July, and August. I will count my books read, pages read, average rating, 5 stars, DNFs, books bought, and my TBR that I have left. Now I'm going to be doing a reading journal flip through. This is my cover, which I think turned out really cute, and I love all the little pictures. Then it's my page that says 2024. I made a sun with sunglasses and then some leaves, and then on the bottom left corner there's like a little decoration. My next page is my physical TBR, which One in Rome I don't actually have physically. Not sure why I put it, but... And then I have Check and Mate, A Door in the Dark, Percy Jackson, The Summer of Broken Rules, Where the Red Fern Grows, and the Red Queen series, as well as Powerless. I will be reading some of these books on my channel, so make sure you guys stay tuned. I also put some little decorations around the books. My next page is my bookshelf, where I'll color in a book every time I read a book. I like how all the pictures turned out, especially the window. Here's my reading goals. I plan to read 50 books in 3 months, read 2 classics, finish all my TBR, rate all standalone books I read, and finish a series. I also have a book counter which has 50 boxes, and I really want to finish 50 books, but I'm not sure if that will happen. We'll see. On this next page, I have my monthly statistics for June, July, and August, which are the months that I'll be counting as the summer. So first I have books read, then pages read, average rating, 5 stars. Then I have my DNFs, books bought, and TBR left. I'll just be counting for all of these categories every month. My reading bingo page, I think this is a really fun idea. First I have read a library book, which has to be physical. Next is fully annotate a book, and then read a book in 1 day, and then read a book that is over 600 pages. Next is finish a book that I previously DNF'd. Next is read a book with a red cover. Read a book that I will rate 5 stars. And then read an audiobook. Next I have cry because of a book, and then written before the 1980s. And I have to reread a series and then read a book with a fake dating trope. And then my next page is where I will put the covers of my favorite books overall from the summer, and then title, page, and rating of every single book I read. That's it for my reading journal flip through. Now I'm making mini books. For this, I printed out the front, spine, and back cover of all the books that I wanted to make, and then I'm tracing the covers onto cardboard to make the cardboard the perfect size to fill up the book. And then I'm just gonna cut out enough cardboard so that I can fill up the book. And here I'm gluing the cardboard together and then gluing it to the book, and this is how it turned out. And then I'm just gonna do that for all the rest of my books. I made all my books, and now I'm gonna be painting the pages white. And I just used some white acrylic paint for this. I made a box that would have books painted on the side to look like a bookshelf, and at first I started out with paint, but I thought this looked too messy, so I tried to do Sharpies, which I also didn't really like, and then I went with the Sharpie paint markers, and honestly I think this one was the worst choice. So I tried to do Sharpies by themselves, and honestly they did not go on well on top of brown paint that I painted the box with. I used Sharpie to trace the bookshelf because I just sketched it out with pencil and I didn't want to keep the pencil there. So next I got these markers which worked pretty well on the paint, and I think they're Mala markers. And then when I colored in the book, I also traced the outline of the book with a colored Sharpie, and I found that worked best. When I had been painting this, I had a clear plastic part which I just covered with a piece of paper, and after I took it off, the piece of plastic didn't have any paint on it. And now I'm putting all my mini books I made in there. This did not fill up the box at all, so I'm planning on making more in the future, but I really like how it turned out. And the box I used for this, if you didn't guess already, was actually just a tissue box. And then I used a different kind of cardboard to make this Percy Jackson book because I found that it looked better.